Once upon a time in Turkey, a local chef decided to create a special and attractive dish with a fresh, new appearance. He wanted to present a familiar flavor in a new form, something that would catch the eye and win the heart. With passion and creativity, he got to work to create a new story in Turkish cuisine. First, he took the chicken breast and carefully chopped it into very small pieces. Then he heated a pan and added some butter or oil. He added the chopped chicken to the pan and sautéed it patiently until the color changed and a pleasant aroma filled the air. The gentle sizzling of the chicken in the butter signaled the beginning of a special and attractive dish, one that was meant to surprise everyone with its new appearance. The protein and nutrients found in chicken can be very beneficial for children and athletes. Chicken helps with muscle growth, strengthens the body, and provides energy, making it one of the best choices for a healthy diet during growth years and periods of physical activity. The Turkish chef paused for a moment, as if a spark had flashed through his mind. Then, with a faint smile, he walked toward the basket of vegetables. He picked up the green and red bell peppers, vivid, lively colors. Gently placing the knife on the cutting board, he began to chop them, and their aroma filled the air as the dish slowly came to life. The Turkish chef knew well that bell peppers were not just simple ingredients for cooking. Their abundant water and hidden minerals could refresh and rejuvenate the skin like a gentle breeze on a warm day. When he held the peppers in his hands, it was as if he was touching color and vitality itself, something that enlivened both the dish and the soul. The chef gently placed the bell peppers into the oil and began sautéing them with skilled movements. The heat of the pan brightened the green and red colors, and gradually their aroma filled the kitchen, as if the dish itself was coming to life and gaining vitality. Now it was time for the onions. The chef carefully peeled each one and began slicing them gently, letting their natural sharpness and unique aroma spread through the air. The sound of the knife cutting through the onions echoed like a soft, rhythmic music in the kitchen, and with every chop, their tantalizing scent filled the room. He knew that these chopped onions would give the dish a deep flavor and an appealing color, turning every bite into a delightful experience. With a satisfied gaze, the chef continued his movements, as if each slice of the knife was shaping not just the onions, but the very heart and soul of the dish. Thank you for always following Seppi Food with attention and supporting us. Every like, every view, and every bit of support you give is a great encouragement for us, giving us the energy to share our delicious dishes and stories with even more love and care. Your support is the heart of this journey and inspires us to be better and more creative every day. The chef added the chopped onions to the sautéing bell peppers and expertly stirred them over the heat. The green and red of the peppers alongside the golden onions created a feast for the eyes, while their delightful aroma gradually filled the kitchen, promising a dish full of flavor and richness. The chef slowly walked toward the vegetable basket. The yellow light of the kitchen fell on the fresh white mushrooms, and the scent of damp earth filled the air. He paused for a moment, as if choosing the best ones. Then, carefully, he picked a few large, healthy mushrooms and placed them on the wooden cutting board. When he picked up the knife, the sound of the blade striking the board echoed like the heartbeat of the kitchen. One by one, the mushrooms were chopped under his hands, their neat slices showing that he had done this 1,000 times before. Meanwhile, his mind was elsewhere, thinking about a dish that was meant to create a memory tonight, not just to fill stomachs. After chopping the mushrooms, the chef gently added them to the hot pan. A soft, sizzling sound rose, as if the mushrooms were greeting the heat. He began stirring and slightly shaking the pan so the heat would spread evenly. Gradually, the mushrooms changed color, their moisture evaporated, and their aroma filled the kitchen. The chef took a deep breath. This was his favorite moment, a place between sound, scent, and motion, where time seemed to slow down. He knew that if he didn't rush and sautéed them patiently, the mushrooms would develop a flavor that lingered in memory. He lifted the pan off the heat and smiled, one more step closer to tonight's flavorful story. After the mushrooms were well sautéed, the chef added the pieces of chicken to the pan. A new sound filled the kitchen, and the aroma of the dish came alive. Soon after, colorful bell peppers and sliced onions joined the mixture. With patience, the chef tossed everything together, allowing the flavors to slowly come closer and blend, leaving no clear boundary between them. After a few minutes, it was time for the spices. He added them one by one, gently moving the pan so their aromas could bloom. Then he sprinkled a small amount of flour over the mixture, a simple but deliberate move to give the dish body. Finally, he added the cream, and the color and texture of the pan changed at once. The sauce slowly thickened, and everything came together in the soft whiteness of the cream. The chef paused for a moment and gazed at the pan. He knew that this was no longer just a dish, it was a story written with patience, heat, and the blending of flavors. The chef stepped back and looked at his workspace. In front of him were flour, sugar, cake batter, and eggs ready to use. Carefully, he picked up each ingredient and placed them into a large bowl. His hands began their work, mixing and kneading the dough with a rhythmic, gentle motion, like a small dance in the kitchen. The white flour slowly blended with the eggs and sugar, gradually forming a smooth, uniform dough. The chef leaned in, inspecting every piece of dough, neither too sticky nor too dry, exactly as he wanted. Every movement was full of focus and patience, as if he were creating not just dough, but the foundation of a sweet, memorable story. The chef added a bit of butter and oil to the dough and carefully began kneading. His hands moved gently but firmly, and the dough became soft and supple, gradually gaining elasticity. The scent of fresh butter filled the kitchen, and the warmth of his hands seemed to bring the dough to life. Each touch promised a delicious, comforting treat. The chef's eyes stayed fixed on the dough, and a quiet smile appeared on his lips. He knew that with every knead, the dough was getting ready to transform, in its own turn, into a sweet and memorable story. After a short 1-hour rest, the dough was ready. It had become soft and flexible enough to hold the filling. The chef carefully divided the dough into 4 equal portions and rolled each piece out with a rolling pin, creating a smooth, even surface. He then filled each portion with the prepared ingredients: chicken, mushrooms, bell peppers, and the creamy sauce. The chef carefully folded and sealed the edges of the dough, as if each little package was not just a meal, but a small, delicious story waiting to be baked and remembered. Not only the main ingredients, but the chef also decided to add some Parmesan and Mozzarella cheese into the dough. As the cheeses blended with the other ingredients, the dish gained a fresh layer of flavor. The cheeses slowly melted, giving each bite a soft and stretchy texture. The chef carefully folded and sealed the edges of the dough so that nothing would escape from his delicious creation. Each package was now not just a meal ready to be baked, but a complete combination of aroma, flavor, and color, waiting to reach its peak in the oven and create a sweet, memorable experience. The chef shaped the dough to resemble a small pot, carefully molding it so its walls and edges were neat. Every curve showed his precision and patience. The chef calmly and patiently took each piece of dough and began shaping it. His hands moved with precision, kneading and forming the dough so that the walls and edges were smooth and even. Sometimes he lifted the dough slightly with his fingers. Other times he gently pressed it into shape, making sure every curve and bend was exactly where it should be. Gradually, each piece of dough transformed into a small, neatly shaped pot, ready to be filled with flavor and aroma, telling the story of a delicious meal. In that moment, the chef was not just preparing dough, he was showing his patience and skill through every movement. The dough had become not just an ingredient, but a testament to his art and care. The chef carefully brushed the dough pots with egg yolk, giving their surfaces a shiny, golden finish. Then he sprinkled some black sesame seeds on top, making the pots look even more appealing. Every movement was deliberate, and his eyes were on the details. He wanted each pot to be not only delicious, but also visually captivating. The chef carefully placed the dough pots in the oven and set the temperature to 180 degrees Celsius. They baked slowly for 40 minutes, filling the kitchen with the golden, delicious aroma of the dough and the fillings. When the baking time was over, the pots came out of the oven golden and perfectly formed. They were now ready to eat. Each pot was a small bundle of flavor, aroma, and the chef's artistry, waiting to bring a smile to anyone who tasted them. I hope you try making these dough pots, a traditional Turkish dish, at home and enjoy their delicious taste. Each bite is a blend of patience, artistry, and delightful flavors, carefully prepared by the chef. Thank you for always following Seppi Food with attention and supporting us. Every like, every view, and every bit of support you give is a great encouragement for us, giving us the energy to share our delicious dishes and stories with even more love and care. Your support is the heart of this journey and inspires us to be better and more creative every day.